One decision, that's all it took. Not luck, not money, not connections, just one decision changed his life forever. His name was Ethan, and for most of his life, he felt invisible. Not because he didn't try, but because nothing ever worked. He applied for jobs, rejected. He started small businesses, failed. He trusted people, they left. At some point, he stopped expecting things to work, because every time he tried, life pushed him back harder. Days turned into months, months turned into years, and slowly, Ethan became someone he didn't recognize. A man who once had dreams, now just trying to survive each day. One morning, he woke up earlier than usual. Not because he wanted to, but because he couldn't sleep. His mind was loud, thoughts running through his head, reminding him of everything he hadn't become. He sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the floor, and for the first time in a long time, he asked himself a question. What am I doing with my life? Silence. No answer. Just that heavy feeling in his chest. That same day, he went out walking with no direction, not looking for anything, just trying to escape his thoughts, until something caught his attention. A small shop. Nothing special about it. But what he saw inside made him stop. A man, working, focused, calm, not rich, not famous, but something about him felt different, peaceful. Ethan stood there, watching for a moment. Then something strange happened. He walked in. He didn't plan to, but something pulled him. "Can I help you?" the man asked. Ethan hesitated, then said something unexpected. "How do you stay calm?" The man smiled. "Because I stopped waiting." Ethan frowned. Waiting for what? For the perfect time. That answer hit him, harder than he expected. The man continued, "I wasted years waiting for things to change, until I realized something. Nothing changes until you do." Silence filled the room. Ethan didn't speak, but inside, something shifted. And this is where everything changed, because what he did next was something no one expected. Not his friends, not his family, not even himself. That night, he made a decision. Not a big one, not something dramatic, but a decision that would change everything. He decided to stop waiting. The next morning, he didn't look for motivation. He didn't wait to feel ready. He just started. Small actions, simple steps. No excuses, no overthinking, just movement. At first, nothing changed. Days passed, still nothing. But this time, he didn't stop, because this wasn't about results anymore. It was about who he was becoming. Weeks later, something small happened. An opportunity. Nothing big, but enough to prove one thing. He was moving forward, and that was all he needed. Months passed. Growth followed. Confidence returned. The same man who once felt stuck was now building something real. Not perfect, but real. Years later, Ethan stood in a place he once thought was impossible. Not because everything went right, but because he made one decision and stuck with it, to stop waiting. So if you're watching this, feeling stuck, feeling like life hasn't worked out, understand this: your life doesn't change overnight. It changes the moment you decide to move, because one decision can change everything, but only if you act on it. If this story spoke to you, make your decision today. Don't wait. Start. And if you're ready to change your life, subscribe now, because the next video might be the one decision you need.